Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Three Dudes in a Truck Playing Mario Kart podcast. Except, sadly, in this time, we are not in a truck, and we are not three dudes, and we are not playing Mario Kart. We are, of course, on
Our friend has
Discord.
been bitten by the lag.
Yeah, well, we're on Discord, and it's not super great. It's not as good as we'd want, but it's okay. We have, of course, me, the one, the only, Josh Boer, hosting today, along with our other host, the Einstein incarnate, Liam Bailey. Liam, top of the night to you, because get it, it's night, yeah.
Top of the evening to you.
Oh, I guess evening
No,
sounds better. Evening
so
sounds
funny,
better.
so
Yeah, you got
funny.
me there. Uh,
Top of the evening to you.
top of the
All right.
evening. Oh, and you got the accent too. Wow, you're just wow. Okay, there's no way I can compete with you. You want to host the show
Perfect.
now? You can go for it.
No. I'm all right.
All right. Okay. And
Only
joining
one
us.
person
Oh,
can fulfill the role of host, and that is
aw,
you.
that is so kind. Even though I'm having so many technical difficulties on my end. Yeah. And also joining me and Liam today is. All right, wait, tonight? There we go. Tonight is better. Joining me and Liam tonight is the Chief Spartan himself, the tall man Spider-Man Stan, Micah Myers. Micah, ¿cómo está?
Almost stop. What?
He's
He
Spanish.
said like I speak
Spanish.
Spanish or something.
Well, I say that because
Hola.
like a week ago, I made the joke that we should start speaking Spanish on the podcast, and you thought that was a terrible idea, and so I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, because I don't know Spanish, even though I'm taking Spanish.
To...
Bad
Funny how
idea.
that works, huh?
Yeah, funny how that works. That's hilarious. And a special guest, a returning guest, the Cuban King in the flesh, Vincent Hernandez. Vincent, how you doing?
Terrific.
Terrific. That's great. That is fantabulous. Oh, how'd you like that one? Made that one myself.
Whoa.
Yeah,
We
I
can
know.
tell.
If you don't know already, this is the Three Dudes in a Truck Playing Mario Kart podcast, where once a week, three dudes, usually at least, get together and we talk about whatever we want to talk about, video games, movies, any other things like that, and at the same time, we play Mario Kart. Except not today. What, Vincent? What
I
do you
mean,
sign?
I
What
can
are you
still play Mario
gesturing over
Kart.
there?
Just wouldn't be with you guys.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
can't
because
understand you.
he can't
you
understand
sound
me.
so bad on
Me?
our end.
I
I can understand you. You just kind of like freeze and then speed up, freeze again, speed up,
That's
and
not
it's
good.
Yeah.
all in like a robotic tone. It's hilarious.
It's
As
hilarious.
long as it's not coming up on the
I mean,
recording's end, it's
on
fine.
on
But
my
for
end,
us,
yeah, on my end it's fine. I mean, of course, it would be fine. My audio would be fine on my end.
I don't understand you.
You guys are sounding fine though, except for Vincent. Vincent sounded a little weird.
that's good.
Yeah. I don't even
I'm
remember
sure
what
he's the weird sounding one.
I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, Three Dudes podcast once a week, whatever. Blah 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 blah. A little bit of housekeeping for you. We did take a small break. Small break, as in we took a month off of posting because Christmas and then conflicting schedule. Just it was weird. That's why we're on Discord today. But hopefully, in a few months, we will be back together in the truck playing Mario Kart like the good old days. That's about it for me on
Yep.
housekeeping. Liam, you mentioned earlier you have something you and Mike would like to talk about.
Well, me and Micah, mainly Micah, have dipped into the realm of piracy, you may call it. We might just be the modern day Jack Sparrow, if you will.
Mm,
So
that's got to be the worst pirate I've
as
ever
everyone
seen.
in this call knows, um, as everyone in this call knows, Micah owns a lot of DSs, just
Mm-hmm.
normal DS, like
Yes.
DSi, DS Lite, DSXL. And recently, he came across a 3DS at McKay's. And with all of these DSs now, he has hacked them all. He has gone through the process to where they are all jailbroken, and he can just get any game off the internet for free. And it's
Huh.
really funny, especially whenever you change your 3DS theme to May. from Guilty Gear Strive singing the most memed song from Guilty Gear on the internet.
Oh my word!
Maze theme from Strive. If
All-
you guys, it was so funny.
So okay, so
For
how
anybody
many?
in the know about,
Oh, go ahead.
you go ahead.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So for anyone in the know about Guilty Gear Strive and who's played the game and has
Mhm.
heard the soundtrack, there's this one theme called Disaster of Passion. And it's May's theme in the game. And it is so funny because it was memed on the internet on release, like the release of Guilty Gear Strive. It was the most memed song from that game. And watching it be played on a Nintendo 3DS, an official Nintendo 3DS that was hacked, was the funniest thing I have seen all week.
I
It was,
I kind of want to
it
hear
was
this
hilarious.
song. What is it called? Well, actually,
Disaster of Passion.
actually, I was gonna play
I
it,
don't know
but
if you do.
yeah, I don't know if we want to do that. Just I don't
I don't
know.
know if you do. I mean, you could play
It's
a
not
clip of it. It's not
copyrighted.
like it's
Is this not
copyrighted.
It's
copyrighted?
not
Video
copyrighted.
Okay, okay, that's what I was.
It's
That's
not
not.
copyrighted.
No, I don't know if I would play it through the microphone, but maybe for the people at home, play like a clip of it.
I can add a clip of the
It's
audio into
so
it.
dumb.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah,
Because I kind of want to give this a
it's
listen.
so dumb on a Nintendo 3DS.
Wow. That
I
okay.
think you missed a little minor detail.
Minor detail. Minor detail.
No, the reason why we played that song on the 3DS is because I went over to his house to hack his 3DS. I think you
True.
forgot to
Ah,
mention
True,
that.
true,
It
true.
wasn't on my
I forgot to
DS
mention
that I
that.
did that.
It was on
Right.
my DS that he did that, but still,
Yes.
funniest thing I've seen all week.
It
Yeah,
was,
Micah came over, hacked my DS after already hacking his. Basically, had forgotten how he hacked his, and then was like, "All right, let's do it again."
yeah, it was a new experience. Hacking a 3DS is completely different than all the normal DSs. Well, I say normal, it's DSi.
Original,
Yeah.
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 Original. Anyways, so yeah, got the DS Saturday. I hacked it because why on earth am I going to spend a whole bunch of money when the eShop is closing down soon? Anyways, it's
Yeah.
not
I
like you're going
saw
to be
that.
able to go out there and just buy everything digitally soon. It closes what, March? You said March something?
27th.
March 27th this
Sad.
year.
Mhm.
After that, it's gonna be hard to find like any game. So honestly, right
Yeah.
now, I'm seeing a whole bunch of people online just going out there and hacking their 3DSs because what are we going to be doing in these, like, we've seen Nintendo close down the Wii shop and stuff like that. After they do
R.I.P.
that, it's like everything just turns to crap afterwards.
Yeah.
The main reason why you got the 3DS because of Mario Kart. Actually, Mario Kart's becoming popular again. If you guys haven't noticed.
Oh, I think I've
Has
noticed,
anyone
to be
else noticed
honest.
that?
Yeah, I have. I've seen
You're
that.
watching YouTube Shorts or just YouTube in general. I'm getting a whole bunch of Mario Kart related things. Do not know why. Getting like Mario Kart Wii, and he's
Because of
playing
those
like
new-
online Wii games.
Wow.
So I'm like, there's still support for that, and there's people still playing lobbies on the Wii. It's crazy.
I would assume it's because of the new DLC maps coming out with
Yeah. With the Switches.
the new Mario Kart
Deluxe.
8. They're releasing those DLC maps,
Mm.
like the map packs that have a bunch of remixed old maps.
Yeah.
I would assume that's why, but I don't know for sure. Might not be.
There's probably like
But I
a
would
million
assume.
different reasons why it's happening. If I'm just guessing. You know?
Yeah, true.
It's been a long time since I've played Mario Kart Wii. Like a while. Kind of miss it, even
Mario
honest.
Kart 7.
No,
We
Mario
can play
Kart
Mario Kart
Wii.
7 in truck. Yeah.
Oh, Mario Kart 7. I
Oh,
like
okay.
that idea.
Yeah.
I used to have a copy of
Yeah,
it. I
true.
don't remember what
I got
happened
Mario
to
Kart
it.
7. I don't know if Flames got Mario Kart
You know
7
what?
Not yet, but I plan
Not yet.
to.
Okay.
I plan
Okay.
to.
So you
I do
said
plan to.
the
It's
eShop is
my favorite
still.
Mario
You
Kart.
said the eShop is still open?
The
Yeah,
eShop is
currently.
open at this very second,
Okay.
but
Yes,
March
currently.
27th,
Because
it will close.
I had
No
Mario
more.
Kart on my 2DS. I had a 2DS. Yes, I know. And I bought it, and it's probably still bought on the eShop.
Oh yeah, you can. Oh well, a little thing about that is you can still buy, or you can't buy new things after the 27th. You can still download games you've already purchased. So
Oh,
you
okay.
would be fine to just re-download that,
Okay.
but you cannot buy a new game.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, you
re-download
can
that.
download the stuff that you've already bought,
Yeah.
but you can't buy anything new.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah,
So it
Mario
kind of
Kart 7.
sucks that you would have to go out and specifically find each game that you're looking for. You can look online, but sometimes it's not in great condition, and
Yeah,
there's nothing that you can really do about that.
yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
not like,
not with Mario Kart though, because there were thousands of copies of Mario Kart. Actually, not even thousands, millions of copies of Mario Kart 7 sold. I'm sure
oh
you could
yeah,
find a
I'm
good copy.
sure there's great copies
There's
out
so
there.
many out there
They're
for sure.
not that. I'm sure they're not even that expensive, but
Yeah, I would assume they're pretty cheap.
do I want to wait several days to get my game? No.
Do you want to pay for your game? No. We live
Absolutely.
in the modern day of piracy, my guy. We don't need to pay for things.
If happening, I get
Good
the
thing
game for
Nintendo's not
free.
listening. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Vin- Vincent, you look like
Even
you're.
if they were like
Oh, my bad.
messing around with Legos.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
Mm-hmm.
say. You look like you're tediously working over there. What you doing?
I've just got a bunch of pieces of Lego people, and I'm trying to make Lego people. I've just got arms and feet and heads, and I'm just
Yeah.
trying to put them all together.
I'm gonna go get mine because I'm like we were just talking about it. I kind of want to go get mine. I'll be right back.
Well, I guess he's left to go get Legos. So here's your Liam intervention of the week. So,
Shush!
Wait 1 second.
oh Lord, well, lots of noise. All right, so now Mike is left, but Booer has returned.
I'm back. You
For
don't gotta
all
worry.
the audio listeners,
They're all
even
audio
though everyone's an
listeners.
audio
Yeah,
listener, because we
everyone's
don't
audio
have
listeners.
video.
We could. I mean, not this one
Wow.
obviously because I didn't do it, but we could if you wanted to. All right,
Good.
so I have a ton of Lego guys here. Here's the first guy. He's a Jedi I made. I'll take a picture of him and I'll put
Yeah,
him in the video so people can see it. He's got two lightsabers. One's a
true.
small one and one's a big one. Oh, it's Minecraft Steve. Nice. This guy's a custom guy though. He's nice. And then here's one of my favorite guys. He's like a ninja with like a cool sword. I made him too.
Bob Zane? What? I
He
missed
does. He
Yeah.
that.
does kind of look like Zane. He's not. It uses Zane's body though. Oh, whoops. And I think it's not
Okay,
Zane's
so rip
mask.
off Zane.
It's kind of like a rip-off Zane, but it uses like some different parts. And then what's another cool guy I have? Oh, I have Mandalorian. I got him in a set, the ATST from the first season, I think it is. He's pretty cool. I gave him a spear. He didn't have a spear in this one, but I found a silver spear and I gave it to him because he has a spear, you know. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got one of those, those like
Here's like
blind.
more of a stick.
Yeah, it's more of a stick, but I pretend it's a spear. I got one of the blind bag things. I got a Harley Quinn, which was pretty cool. She came with this
What
like
the
notepad. I thought that was pretty cool. And then here's one, probably my favorite Lego guy. Silas gave me this one day. I don't remember for what. He built this guy, and he's a Florida man. He said he's got handcuffs on. He's got here. Let me put him in front of the camera. He's got a beard and like long hair. He's got handcuffs on, and then it came with this fish, an alligator, and a snake. So it's easily one of my favorite Lego guys for sure. I think he's hilarious.
Should give him a surfboard as well.
No, I don't have a surfboard. I should get one though. And then I found this at my old house. You guys remember those old basketball Lego sets with the guys with the springs in the legs so you could like flick them? I found
Yeah, Lego basketball.
I don't remember. It's number 34 on the Bucks. His name is Allen, something Allen. I don't know who it is because there's no head, and I also am not super into NBA or anything. But that's pretty cool. I thought I still have that. The legs don't move individually. It's just like a spring. So I thought that was really cool. This was a cool
All I
tangent.
got are bags of rubber
Oh,
bands.
Back's rubber bands.
I found a piece of resistance.
You have the piece of resistance? What?
The piece of resistance.
A
A special one with base of
you know,
yellow.
it'd be funny if instead of an actual Lego piece for the piece of resistance, they just got a whole bunch of like glue
Yeah,
cap.
the glue caps and just
threw
put
it
them
in
in
the
the set.
box.
True.
With a little bit of glue in there too, so you can stick it to the back of them. It'd be great.
Yeah.
It would be
Awesome.
funny.
A genius idea.
Hmm.
Well, this is an actual glue cap, so
Oh, it is?
I just have to find where it is. I have
Gotta
it
find them
somewhere.
real quick.
It's not personal. It's just business.
I have the shell with Buzz
Lord
Lightyear.
business. What is that?
Speaking of the Lego Movie, do you know what
Oh,
I did
yes.
with the 3DS? You can download movies from the hacked 3DS store,
Yeah.
and one of them is the Lego Movie. I have the Lego Movie on my DS right now.
Okay, I would be careful when it comes to movies on a 3DS or 2DS for that matter. I've told you guys my Cars 2 or Cars 3 story. You guys remember that?
Yeah, but my
Vincent,
3DS is just built different, simply.
Vincent, have you heard
Yes?
my Cars 3 story on my 2DS?
No.
So my 2DS, it's a blue one. I have it still to this day, but back in the day I used to play it a lot. And if you don't know already, they had a few streaming apps on the 2DS. They had Netflix back in its early days, and Hulu and YouTube. YouTube ran pretty well. Hulu did not run like at all, but Netflix ran a little bit. So I got on it one day to try to watch a movie, and at this time, Cars 3 had just recently come out. Well, I say recently, but it was out for a while. I hadn't seen it yet, and they put it on Netflix, and I was like, "Oh, this is a great idea. I can watch Cars 3 in the comfort of my own bed on my 2DS." So I turned it on, and it takes forever to load, and it still doesn't want to load, and I'm sitting there for like a good 15 minutes, nothing's happening. So I try to hit the home button, nothing happens. I turn it off and turn it back on, but it won't turn back on. For 3 days, my 2DS would not turn on. Cars 3 almost killed my 2DS. And I still have yet to watch the
I
movie.
promise you a Lego Movie will not do it. Here's my DS. One second. Let me go back to the home.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn down my volume
I
off,
played it
though,
earlier. It was
but
it
I
ran fine.
can go over here. As you can see, it says Lego Movie. I can click
Yeah.
on it.
Nice.
Yeah, yes, go. A second.
Okay,
It's going to
yeah.
start loading it up.
There's the 3DS, like, loading. Okay.
It has a little. One second. Let me move the light. You can kind of see how it has a little play.
Oh,
buttons and
yeah,
all
that's
that.
cool. Oh, I see it,
You
yeah.
see the stop?
What?
It's
That's
already
so
starting. Boom.
cool. Nice.
So yeah,
That's
It works
awesome.
the
I can
same
now watch
way.
the. I can now watch the Lego Movie whenever I want.
It works. I don't know how your Netflix worked, but these movies that you can download, they work the same way like Dinosaur Office did back when it was a thing. Have you ever watched? Did you guys get that? Whenever I got my 3DS, I got a free short called Dinosaur Office, and you could buy these shorts off the eShop, and they were like 2-minute shorts or something.
Nah, I don't remember.
And it just like has a little. It has like the movie that you're watching on the top screen, and then it just has like a fast forward button, a playback button, like go backwards, rewind,
Yeah.
and then a pause button.
Rewind time.
Rewind time.
Rewind time.
And then a pause button. I don't know how the Netflix thing worked, but maybe the Netflix
I
thing
honestly don't
kind of
remember.
lagged you out.
Yeah, it was. I don't remember exactly how it
Also,
worked, but it wasn't
it's
great.
not streaming it from the internet; it's downloading it to the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally downloading the whole entire movie. It's like
Yeah.
a gigabyte.
Mine was streaming,
Yeah,
so that
it
probably
is.
was part of the reason it wasn't working great. But yeah.
So, want to hear this something crazy? Is there are I was looking through the movies you could download, and one of them, you're not going to believe this,
This better not
was
be.
Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness.
So some of the
That
movies
just
are
came
new.
out. That just
Like,
came
Some of the
out like
movies
recently.
are
it literally
this year.
just came out.
This year.
Soon, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Boots and Boots: The Last Witch. I'm waiting for it.
It's
I'm
coming
waiting.
out.
Wait, it's gonna
It's
come
coming out.
Yeah.
There was another movie too. There was another recent Marvel movie that I saw. Guess which
might
one
have
it
been
is?
like
It
No,
better
no,
not
no.
be
Way
No
Home.
Way Home. It better not be
No,
No
no,
Way
No
Home.
Way Home. It was like
No Way Home.
It was?
I didn't want Micah to guess because I know Micah saw it. It was No Way Home. Dead set.
Oh my word. That's
Hilarious.
just that is I don't even know if hilarious is the right word. That's something else, man.
It is the right word. What do you mean? It's the only word to describe
The
it.
only
just saying,
word,
I'm
okay, yeah.
probably going to be watching the Lego Movie in Spanish for a little. Don't ask questions. When you see me over on the DS in the back watching
Wow.
Watching the Lego movie. It's okay.
Best way to learn Spanish.
It's okay.
Lego movie. Oh,
Lego
yeah.
The Lego
movie.
movie.
That's
in
Just put
hilarious.
it in Spanish.
Mm.
Can you
Genius.
even
I
do
can't.
that?
No.
Yeah,
No,
you
I was
can
gonna
do
say
that.
all you do is like download it. No,
I'm
not
pretty sure
through
I have to
this way.
download it.
You'd have to
In
download
Spanish.
a different like version
I
of
would
it.
have to download it, but
Yeah,
if I wanted,
that's hilarious. You're right,
Yeah.
Liam.
You
Hilarious
want
is the
to.
right word. I just remembered. Well, actually, I already remembered, but like I just re-remembered. That's probably the right way to put it. Last night was I had one of the funniest experiences of my entire life, to put it lightly, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you don't know already, Micah or Liam, Vincent, I doubt you would know because it was it was like a church get together thing. We had like a ultimate frisbee tournament, and so I was on like a team. We ended up winning after we had the ultimate frisbee tournament. Me, Josh Berkeley, and Brian. You guys know them. They're hilarious. And then Lee and his
Brian.
girlfriend are Brian, yeah, are all in my car, and I'm bringing them home. I'm dropping Claire off at her house, and Josh Berkeley and Brian back to their house. They live like right next to it, right next to me. I get Brian in the car because he's taking forever. We drive past Mr. McKinney, and Lee and Claire, they've been dating for a while. So, by the way, guys, listeners, Lee is my younger brother, just so you know, and Claire's his girlfriend. They've been dating for a while, and Lee and Claire sitting in the back. Brian's like on the other side. What?
Wait. Lee's girlfriend's name is Claire.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not like the funny part of the
For a
story.
split second, when you were saying Claire, for some odd reason, I thought of Mr. McKinney,
Oh,
McKinney's
Mr.
girlfriend,
McKinney's
or
fiance now, is
fiance.
also
Yeah.
named Claire. That I actually that's hilarious, but that's not like what was funny in the story. So I drive
I
past,
just
and
thought it was funny. Yeah.
Mr. McKinney's that was really funny. Mr. McKinney is saying bye to us, and he says, "Hey, why don't you have Claire sit up front?" And I look at him like, "No, she just wants to sit in the back with Lee, you know." And and Mr. McKinney says, and I quote, "Is that appropriate? Do your parents know about this?" Bro, when I tell you, we about lost it. We all look at each other. I look at him and say, "Yeah." And we were dying. We were about to we were so close to like busting out laughing. And you know what Lee did?
Speaking of Lee,
What?
I
Oh, hi
think you should
Lee.
turn around.
Hey Lee. A special guest,
surprise guest appearance.
Harry Potter cosplayer apparently. Lee the Flea.
You're a
Say hi.
wizard, Lee.
Hello. Lee's here. That's Lee.
Hello.
What? Okay. Sorry. Lee, get out. I'm doing a podcast here. Okay.
No one
Okay.
loves you.
Yeah, he said no one loves you. He said you're probably right. I was okay. I was just telling him about the story of Mr. McKinney last night. Yeah, so we're driving away, and Lee yells, "Wait, my parents don't know about this." Even though they do. I mean, he's just joking. Mr. McKinney turns around, and I just drive away. It was so funny. We were dying laughing. And you know what Josh Berkeley said right after he turned around and goes, "There better not be any premarital hand holding back there." Bro, it was one of the funniest things ever, bro. Yeah, that's Vincent right there. Lee says, "Hi,
That's
Vincent."
hilarious.
Yeah, and it was a crazy night. A little bit later, we go down some back roads, and there's a bunch of cops in the middle of the road. It looks like a semi had gone off the side of the road, and they were there. And so we took pictures of them, like of the police cars, and I sent it to Mr. McKinney saying we got pulled over. That was pretty funny. He believed me for a little bit, but then we're like, "Nah, I didn't actually," because he was starting to get a little worried. But it was all good. So that was hilarious. That was a great night. And again, I already told you we
They're
won.
arresting us for premarital handholding.
Oh
Please help
no!
us.
Oh, Josh Berkeley said something like that. He was like yelling out the window, "Come arrest us quick! They're doing premarital handholding." It was so funny. It was hilarious. Yeah. A great night. We won the ultimate frisbee tournament. We lost the first game because it was our first game, and we were like kind of like getting ready. Second game we won, and then the last game because there's only 3 teams. Last game we won in overtime. It was tied, and I got this little winning point by a technicality, which was hilarious. Basically,
Hilarious for the winning team.
which was me, just saying. The rules stated that, or at least the rules Mr. McKinney stated, was that the frisbee had to go over the line, and if it crosses that threshold, it's a point. And I was right by the edge of the. It's kind of like football; you just have to be in the end zone, you know. And I had the frisbee, and I had control of it. I had possession, and then I like fell into the end zone with the frisbee, so it crossed the threshold. And after review, they said it was a point, and we won in overtime. So it was great. Yeah. Vincent, what's going on in your life, man? It's been a bit since we've all talked, I think, at least since I've talked to you. And so how was your Christmas? How was New Year's? How was all that?
God awful.
Oh, well then. Well, did you get anything that was great, like stood out to you?
Yeah.
I
Wanna
got a funny
talk about
story.
it?
Yeah, I got a funny story.
Yeah, go for it.
It's from today.
Oh,
From today,
today.
though.
Even better. A current event.
So I was pretty hungry, and I
Mhm.
wanted to go see my buddy Liam, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
Course.
I decided, okay, I'll go get some food, go to Liam's house, share it with him, all the good stuff.
Smart, smart.
So I went to the fine dining establishment McDonald's to get the
Oh,
food,
a classic. Mm.
and I'm going through the drive-thru,
Yeah.
and I ordered my food, and I pull up to the first window to pay,
Wait.
and I
Time
get
out.
stopped.
We got it. We got to know what was your order. What was your go-to order at McDonald's?
Did what?
20,
What was your
20
order?
piece with barbecue sauce.
Ooh, that's a
Market.
good one.
20 piece with $2 peppers.
Oh, nice. I'm more of a burger guy, but I
So I
like
pulled up to the
those
window,
nuggets are good. Yeah. Okay. So you pulled up to the window.
and and the guy opens the window, and he's like, "So and so is your total or whatever." And as I'm handing him the card, my truck just makes this loud bang, and he looks at me. He looks down at the truck. He looks back up at me, and he's like, "That's not good." And I'm like, "It's normal."
It's normal.
It's normal.
What is with
Granted,
your
that's the
truck,
first time the
bro?
truck's ever done this. This truck's never done that before. Just completely stopped, just boom.
Like you do, like you do.
Like you do, yeah.
And as I'm pulling out of McDonald's, I embarrassed myself yet again by making yet another boom. This truck is not okay.
Bro, what is
It
with your
screams
truck,
when you go
bro?
past 50.
Man,
Transmission's done.
I love hearing stories. Your truck, like the one where you said it got stuck in that like hit on the bottom of that hill because you couldn't make it over or
Oh
something.
yeah, I remember when my transmission failed and I got stuck in between two hills, and people were so mad at me. I
That
don't
was
get it.
so
Like,
funny.
I'm pretty mad.
You told your transmission, hey, can we at least get over the hill first? Obviously, you have control over that.
Well, it was on flat ground, which was mistake number one. So I was like, it's working. Yeah, let's go up this hill. So I tried to go up the hill, and I got stuck.
Yeah, man. That's you
Then
might want to
they were
invest in
like, well,
fixing your
we don't
truck.
want you. I offered, it was like, hey, you don't have to take it to a shop. Just let me fix it. And they were like, well, you know nothing about it. And I'm like, how am I supposed to know something about it if I don't fix it?
Mm, smart.
Mm.
That's big brain right there.
So it sat at the mechanic shop because they told me no for 2 months.
It wasn't that long. It was like a month.
Felt
You
like
got
It
two
that
was
back
months.
after like a month and a half. It was
Felt
like a
like two
month and a
months.
half.
Okay.
a month and a half. Yeah. So we go over there to get the truck, me and my auto mechanics teacher, and we're going to tow it to the school, right?
Yeah.
And we go, it's in the furthest corner by all these moldy, rusted cars. They had no intention of touching this thing anytime soon. I crack it up, and it's just boom, 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 and I'm like, please don't die.
Bro, that truck, man. It's just so funny to me. You got all those flags on, all those stickers. You got the like 4 or 5 horns on it. That's just so funny,
Yeah. And
man.
I kick it in reverse. I was like, oh, maybe it'll drive, maybe,
Maybe,
and it
just
drove.
maybe.
It
Okay.
drove in reverse, and I backed it up around the metal fence, and we sat there and we're wondering, okay, do we drive the truck up onto the trailer or do we pull the truck up onto the trailer with the winch?
Yeah.
I just said screw it and just up the trailer. And we get it to the school and we're like, okay, we'll just back it up off the trailer. It drove on the trailer, shifted it into reverse, and it just revved. Didn't move.
That is not good.
So we
So,
had to push it off the trailer
oh,
and push it into this parking spot by the shop bay.
how far away was that from the
2
trailer?
days later, it wasn't too far.
Oh, okay.
And 2 days later, I finally got my hands in the truck. I ripped out the transmission, cleaned up the transmission, replaced the torque converter, put it all back together, drove for about a week,
And
and
then
then it
it
died
just,
again.
yeah. And then a little bit later, it made a
And it's
boom.
currently,
So,
and now it's booming,
yeah.
whatever the boom is.
Whatever the boom is. But
All
that's
because you
so
went
funny.
over that stinking
Wait, what? Vincent,
I mean
what
nothing.
what did you run over? What did you run over?
We went to Moore's Antiques because they were having a 50% off sale.
Oh,
Me and
they're,
Mike.
that's
they're
great.
going out. I won't say that they're going out of business, but
They're
they
moving
can't.
the
They're moving buildings, but they haven't found their building yet because they can't pay rent at their one place.
Ooh.
So
And so we're pulling in, and there's no parking spots. And this is a very tiny lot. There's only like 6, 7 spaces.
Yeah.
So there's this big ledge that I'd say is about like 7, 8 inches tall. And it's basically just straight up ledge. Like there's no like slight incline up to
Yeah.
it. It's just basically a ledge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to turn around and go back out. We'll just go over this ledge.
Oh my word.
So Mike is like, don't do it, don't do it. And go up over the ledge, and all we hear is from underneath.
I think the funniest part was there was a guy on the sidewalk to our right. He got a scare out of his life. We start going up there. You start hearing all the creaking. He's like, "Oh!" It's hilarious.
He thinks that thing's a bomb.
So we got to the parking space in the other lot and parked and came back out after we were done shopping.
Wow.
I got some pretty cool stuff from him.
What'd you get?
He got uranium plates and stuff like that.
Wait, what?
Can I stream?
Yeah, you can go ahead
How
and hit
do
the
I-
stream if you want. It should be a little thing on your left side of your screen if you're on your you're on your phone, I think, are you? I forget how to
I'm
do it.
What
currently
happened to Josh
streaming.
Brewer's picture?
Wait, what?
Josh, what happened to your picture? Like I see.
I'm here.
Okay, there's it.
Yeah, I see. It was just lagging a second.
Was it just me?
Watch stream.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's lagging all right.
Yeah,
You
it's
see what I'm
lagging.
seeing, Lane?
Yeah, I am.
How does this work? What do I do?
Yeah, we can see your screen. Right now,
Vincent-
you just go to whatever you want us to see.
Yeah.
Now you just stop streaming. We can no longer